make it look easy. And it's not. People act like I don't work. Like I haven't worked to become everything that I am. I have worked to become everything that I am. Motherfuckers mad because I won't let them make it on me. Davina want to sit around or talk about I'm a fucking schizophrenic. Well then, bitch, what the fuck does that make you? Because when I came down to the studio and I found out you was running around with all of the Fifth Dynasty niggas and letting these niggas fuck you in the ass and give you all kind of venereal diseases, when fucking Montez came to me and said, yo, that's your little cousin. Yo, you need to get her. Her ass is hot, man. She fucking everybody. Which I believed. Because I'm the one that had to take the bitch to Planned Parenthood when she caught the clap in her ass. At 13. Who catches a clap in their ass at 13? Then I made the mistake of trying to help her. Took her on the road with me when we was doing Smoking Grooves tour as my nanny so she could make some money before she had to go to Lincoln. And then ran around and told everybody, oh yeah, she brought me out on the road, but she ain't paid me. No, the fuck I did not. Not when I came onto my tour bus and I found my 3-month-old child in a hot tour bus, unlocked, no air conditioning on, sweating and crying. And then when I go to find you, the motherfucking nanny, where are you? You're on the Outcast bus. Sucking big boy dick, bitch. And you actually call home to family members and bragged about it. But I'm crazy. You leave an infant so you can suck celebo dick? You leave your cousin to suck celebo dick. And they supposed to be my family? My whole mother's family, I swear to God, they ain't nothing but a piece of shit. There's very few of them that I'll even acknowledge. Belinda is my aunt. Maxine, I don't know what to say about Maxine. Not the way she brought Walt Rita into my motherfucking life and then that pussy ran around collecting $60,000 in motherfucking deposits in my name.
Somebody says thank on you. Yeah.
That bitch helped that nigga rob me so she could get free backstage passes to go hunt down the fucking... Do you know how embarrassing it was when I saw Nicholas from the Whispers and he asked me if Maxine was my aunt? And I said, yes, she is. He said, she's not coming here tonight, is she? And I said, no, I haven't invited her. He said, great. He said, that would be awkward. I said, why? He said, well, you know we had to get the restraining order on her. Who the fuck gets a restraining order on a fan club president? Who? Do you know what that was like for me as an artist? How embarrassing that was. For that man to tell me that he had to put a restraining order on my aunt because she was so thirsty for his attention. Fucking around not paying the bills to buy him gold chains and shit. Spending all her fucking money to go to follow them all over the world. While my little cousins was out in the street hustling. And you wonder why your kids ended up in jail. And I'm supposed to say nothing, right? I've done nothing but let these niggas fucking make it. Anybody who wants to believe all of them fucking crazy motherfuckers, please do. Because the only thing that proves is I don't need to listen to shit that come out of your fucking mouth. Anybody who rides with a bunch of crazy lying fucking assholes, go on. Go on with it. Go on with it. Do you? You want to be influenced by bullshit? Be influenced by bullshit. Just don't bother me with it. Quit it. Don't bother me with it. I've been so nice. I've been so nice to these motherfuckers because I know how embarrassed my mom is of her family history. That's why she couldn't wait to get married to my dad, because he had such a better family than hers. And then when my father died, they all sat there and talked shit about him like a dog when he took care of all of them when all of their fathers left. All of their daddies left. Shit, Debbie's husband left because he said God said if he wanted to serve him properly, he had to leave her. Who the fuck? And guess what? He was right. He was right. Because he stayed with his mistress longer than he ever was with her. They was together 3 times longer than he was married to fucking Debbie. And guess what? She the one that got him the green card. See, that's what happens when you fuck with that green card, love. Go down to the islands and meet you a nigga. He writes you a couple letters. And then you want to be Harriet Tubman for every nigga from Bahamas or some shit. Brought his daughter up. And his daughter's the one that kept the damn mistress around. They was the best of friends. And she knew the whole time that her dad was fucking the babysitter. They was cool. They was cool as shit. All of these niggas is insane. They are fucking insane. And guess what? Wouldn't that make sense why my ex-husband is closer to that part of my family than he is to any of the members in his own? See, they got a lot in common. They all a bunch of crazy fucking liars. I'll never forget when me and my ex-fiance Justin and his brother Josiah had to go all the way to Philly from Voorhees, New Jersey to get my son because that pussy refused to drop him off at home. I ain't got enough money to come over the bridge. Come get him from Debbie's house. That's not what the court order said, bitch. The court order didn't say you can drop my son off anywhere you want. You're supposed to drop him off curbside, where you got him from. But I gotta drive all the way to Philly. And then when I get there, these pussies gonna stand on the porch. He can't leave. He ain't leaving. Fuck you, bitch. What do you mean my son can't leave? He's not even supposed to be here. I actually had to go and get my pool case and take my brake stick and break it down and threaten to start working all those motherfuckers out if my son ain't walk out the door. Then when my son tried to run out the door, fucking fat ass, hoe ass, dick sucking ass Danica, oh fat dick suck, gonna grab my son by the back of his shirt and drag him into that piece of shit ass house, riddled with rats and roaches and bed bugs. That's where Sam Odom would take my son, rather than dropping him off at home. Justin used to say, just call the police and have him violated. And you know what I would tell Just? Same thing I told Stedroy. Same thing I told Alex. Every ex that I ever lost because of all of the pressure that was what was put on my relationships from that fuck ass nigga. I don't feel like going back to court. I hate the fucking law, yo. No, I don't feel like going. To me, it ain't worth it. If I go and file, that's 10 more fucking hearings. And this nigga's gonna appeal every one, which could turn into 15 or 20 more hearings. I got a career to think about. My son is home. I'm cool. Who the fuck should have to fight to get their child out of a family member's house when he's not supposed to be there in the first place? I could have had them all charged. But I let them make it. I let them make it. I keep letting niggas make it. Fuck it. You made it. You made it to my shit list. I keep telling niggas I'm like Santa Claus, you know. I got me a list. Who been naughty and who been nice. And I'm checking it twice. Shit, I might check it 3 times. There's some niggas I'm still not sure about. I have had so much wrong done to me that I have never bitched about, never complained about, never asked nobody for help. Matter of fact, when it was time to get divorced, I specifically asked everyone in my family. I called them all on my mother's family, especially. This is between he and I. I will not be calling you to testify on my behalf. I do not want anybody in this hall. I am asking you all to respect my life and mind your business. Who showed up to testify for Sam? Debbie and Danica. Dumbass 1 and dick suck 2. Who the fuck does that? You don't see what you're doing. He has health benefits. Your son, if he goes to jail, your son is going to lose his health benefits. And I can't marry a millionaire that can pay for a concierge doctor that can take care of all my son's needs. What I need him for? What I need him for? See, they needed him. See, he would come around in his $3,000 suits and make them feel special in that hovel that they live in Frankfurt, in fuck-ass Frankfurt. Made them feel good to have a man in a $3,000 suit knock on their door so all their neighbors would think that they were bigger than the pieces of shit roaches that they are. And I'm not teasing them when I call them roaches. That's their last name. They roaches. Deborah Roach, Davina Roach, Debbie Roach, Danica Roach, they roaches. I ain't teasing them. I'm calling them by their name. Oh, fuckers. Everybody always want to fuck with me. Oh, but when Jag come up, when Jag get up, she's crazy. Well, if you knew I was crazy, why you fucking with me, dummy? Don't that sound stupid? Very. She crazy, but I'm gonna keep fucking with her anyway? Because I'm family, right? And I ain't gonna do shit about it. Because that's the way everybody else in family do. The way they made my little cousin feel bad when he told everybody how Danica used to pressure him to suck his dick for motherfucking snacks. The drinking problem that he developed from that. And Debbie had the audacity to say, you're the one that took advantage of my daughter, and you better not ever come around my house. It was your daughter that was molesting him. Wonder where she learned it from. Maybe Daddy Mac and all those pornos he used to watch with children present. Fuck you, Debbie. It's sick. They all sick.
Giving head for snacks.
I don't even know how many times I heard Debbie say about her own children when we would tell them, yo, they need to exercise more. They getting too big. Your daughter shouldn't be wearing size 22s at 15. They need to jump rope or something. And do you know what she would say? Well, it's not my fault they keep on eating. It's not my fault they keep. But I got insurance policies on all of them. And if they drop dead, I just collect my cash. What kind of fucking mother says that about her obese children? I hope she's saying that shit now. Because her kids got everything that COVID like to eat. Like Dave Chappelle said. They got everything COVID like to eat. What I tell Danica? You better calm down. You got all that shit that COVID like to eat. Don't fuck around and have a stroke and go to the hospital and catch the COVID, or do. Really don't give a fuck either way. You can hurry up and die as far as I'm concerned.
What kind of snacks did they have, baby?
What? Somebody asking what? About snacks?
Yeah, what kind of snacks did they
have? You know nigga snacks. Oatmeal cream pies and Skittles and because Debbie would try to make them bulk up on carrots and vegetables. So when we would all go to the corner store, my mom won't let me have it. My mom won't let me have that shit. Danica found her way out of that. But she was always a conniving little bitch. I never fucking liked her when she was a kid. She was mean as shit. She was mean as shit as a she was one of the meanest little motherfuckers. Nobody in the family ever liked that bitch. But then we felt bad about it, you know, because she said that she had been molested or whatever the case may be. Then we find out later she wasn't the one that was molested. She was doing the molesting. It's fucking sick. These motherfuckers is sick. And that's why I gave Tasha K and her winos both their phone numbers. Go talk to them. See what they got to say. She lucky I ain't give them Davina phone number so they could talk to her about what it was like to suck big boy dick while she was neglecting her little cousin, which was the reason why she was being paid to be there in the first place. I could have done that. Sorry, what's your name, Chad? Her husband? Sorry about this, Chad. You married the fat bitch. You cheated on your first wife to be with that fucking water buffalo. See, don't nobody want to talk about that shit. That nigga was married to a whole nother woman when she got involved with him. And then like to sit there in front and wonder why she can't have no babies. Probably, from all the way them niggas was beating up your fucking twat down to Larry Gold's. Like I told her and her fucking sister Danica. Y'all always in somebody's business with somebody's kids. But God ain't seen fit to bless your wretched wombs with nothing. There's a reason why. There's a reason why y'all 30-something and ain't never had no babies. But I know you've been to the clinic a few times. Helped y'all to the clinic. Told you where to go. Broad and Lombard. Right down there to the CDC. You ain't even got to tell nobody. You ain't got to tell nobody. You can tell them you went for an HIV test and go and get that shot in your ass to clear up all your bad choices. Fucking assholes. And I got to defend myself against that kind of trash. As much good as I do in this world. That's my thanks. Only reason I know these pussies is because I am unfortunate enough to share blood. That's my crime.
Like you said, it's magic or madness.
Oh, magic or madness. You saw how they played with the funeral this summer.
Yep.
Everybody got COVID, but they didn't want to tell nobody in the family because they wanted people to come. Who the fuck does that shit? Yeah, don't tell anybody we got COVID because people won't come to the funeral. Why couldn't we just attend via Zoom like we did anyway? No, you would rather us come there and get sick. And then one of fifth kids caught the damn COVID at the damn repast. But see, he got all that shit that COVID like to eat. The hypertension, the high blood pressure, all the bad diet, all of that shit. He like the black Chris Christie. He should have got a job with the Trump administration when it was popping. Maybe they'd have gave him the vaccine with his fat ass. Fucking with his baby mom. Now he fucking with his baby mom because she don't want to be fucking dealing with these fuck ass niggas that unfortunately she didn't know they was so crazy. Then she goes and finds a suitable relationship and he gonna sit there and have the audacity to say, and I'ma have her in court every week. Why? Because you a mama's boy and you gonna let that crazy bitch run off the only woman that loved you? Because she miserable? Because she ran your daddy off? These niggas are ridiculous. That's why that awful thing happened when they called themselves overstepping me for my son's memory. And they got that boy killed. That boy came to that block to stand up for my son. And his enemies knew. Which is why I didn't do a funeral in Philadelphia. Because I wanted to be able to say goodbye to my son without having to worry about, do I got to draw my gun in a church? Or when I walk out the church? No, instead, they had my only living son there rather than being in Texas at his brother's actual funeral. And he was standing next to the boy when they shot him dead. My son has still yet to get grief counseling for his brother's murder or the murder he was forced to witness because he wasn't at his brother's funeral. And pussies agree with that? Motherfuckers agree with that. Fuck Sam, fuck Debbie, fuck Hawthorne Street. Fuck Chicago. Fuck Pam Childs and Joe Struck, who knew my ex-husband was a lying sack of shit. But I think Pamela Childs was fucking him because she just the kind of ugly that my ex-husband like.
These niggas.
She just the kind of ugly my ex-husband like. My ex-husband loves a ugly bitch. Like the bitch I was telling you about. You know the big doofy one I showed her with the titties, the Tanya Moore.
Yeah.
Me and Tanya wasn't friends, but we were teammates on the same pool team. How fucking corny was it of her to decide to start fucking the man that I was still married to, whether I was with him or not, behind my back and then smile in my face while we shoot pool together every week? And like I told her, bitch, look at you and look at me. On my worst day, you're nowhere near as cute as me. Trust me, he gonna run you ragged, and you're more than welcome to have him because he is an expensive problem to have. And guess what he did? Ran through all her shit, ran through all her 401k, beat up her motherfucking car, and then turned around and got that bitch from high school that he hooked up with on Facebook pregnant. Like, for real? That's the kind of piece of shit nigga fucking Sam Odom is. But guess what? His daddy wasn't much better either. Because everybody know Big O was a crook. Big old furniture. Whole fucking crook. That's why he married a bitch that was a schizophrenic. And he knew she was a schizo, but he had her taken out of the hospital and put her in church so people would think that she was just a religious zealot. Who the fuck lets a schizophrenic raise children? All because you don't want to admit that you married a dud. But then again, you was fucking her when she was 14 and 15 years old. Her mind wasn't all the way developed anyway. You got the problem you was looking for. Tina was like 14, 15 when she started fucking Danny, and Danny was like 34 years old. That nigga was like 20 years. He was 18 years older than her. And the manager of the Cooperettes. This is what my ex-husband come from. This is where he come from. This is what the Odom family is for real. Bunch of lying, thieving, crazy motherfuckers. And guess what? He was a minister too. Fucking collection plate jacking in a fucking church that was only being held up by the paint. I had to come to the church because Sam was too lazy to drop his son off at the visitation yet again. And I come there to find my son dressed in girls' clothes. He didn't even have fresh clothes for my son. And his crazy ass fucking mama, Allison Bettina Cooper Odom, old Tina, decided to go find old clothes that her daughter had when she was a little girl and dress my son in them and take him to church.
Oh, no.
In girls' clothes. Oh, 911. That bitch. I literally had to go pick my son up, drive down to the children's place down Walnut Street. I made him throw those clothes away in the store and brought him. I must have spent like $200-300. He said, Mom, can we go get something to eat now? Yeah, babe. Where you want to go? Can we go to the Palm? Absolutely. The only person or people that would believe that piece of shit nigga over me is another shit piece of nigga that do the same shit. So every motherfucker that gets on my page trying to defend that motherfucker, please know what you're defending. You're defending one of the most godless, lying pieces of shit ever in the history of niggas. A thief who steals his client's black card that he gives him access to for his wardrobing so that he can dress niggas on TV. That's the kind of nigga Sam Odom is. I'm not surprised he still has a job at Ralph Lauren. Ralph Lauren desperate for anything they can get these days. Didn't they dress Melania Trump?
Yep.
A whole porn star for First Lady. Ralph Lipschitz done lost a whole lot of credibility. Selling all that expensive ass cotton. And that's who they employ. My ex-husband was let go from that company on a couple of different occasions for embezzlement, for sexual harassment. What was the name of the girl? Tammy something. Oh my God, I talked to Tammy on the phone for months. She needed my help. She thought her and Sam was going to be together. But when I found out about their relationship, I called HR and said, don't y'all got a non-fraternization clause? Why the fuck is my husband fucking with a manager? Because see, he was fucking her to try to hope that she could get him a job in management because he was losing clients on the floor and he couldn't make no more money as a salesman like he was used to making. See, me and him were going separate ways. So he had to go into management. So he was fucking that girl Tammy up in North Jersey. Guess what old Sam did to Tammy? Turned around when HR approached him and said she harassed him. She stalked him. She did all of these things. And I believe that bitch lost her fucking job. And then she was still crying, thinking he wanted to be with her. She called, I don't know. I lost everything for him. He says he doesn't love you. And you say you don't love him. But why won't he love me? Bitch, you done lost your fucking job. What you crying to me for? Why don't you want to believe that this nigga is a piece of shit? And guess what? She no longer works for Ralph Lauren, but he became a manager. I believe he took her job. That's the kind of divisive little sack of shit he is. Him and Talib just the same. Always beating up on a woman to get ahead. Fuck is wrong with these people out here in this world? They'll believe anything anybody says. But if you tell the truth, you must be lying. You want to know why? Because damn near everybody in the world is a bunch of fucking liars. Everybody. Mad at me because I keep it a bean? Bitch, learn from me. Learn from me. Tell the fucking truth. It's simple. Tell the truth. You don't want to have to be accountable for the shit you do wrong? Stop doing wrong shit. I wanted people to stop telling people that I was crazy and I was a maniac and I was capable of murder. So what did I do? I stopped fucking people up. That's what I did, and I like it. I like hurting people, especially people that deserve it. But I gave it up. I gave it up because I can't serve God and be mean